Alright, what up people? Welcome back to Dexter. This is Season 7, Episode 6, called Do the Wrong Thing. Now, I don't know if that's referring to Dexter going behind Deb's back about this blood slide thing again. It kind of really just signified that Dexter is never going to fully change or never going to fully let anyone in. And I think Deb and Dexter kind of came to that understanding together in the last episode, to be fair, that she didn't want to be a part of it. And that just kind of sealed it there, where Dexter's like, nope. I have nothing to tell you. But yeah, I mean, it's really interesting to see what's going to happen for the remainder of the season. Like, obviously that chick who was with Wayne Randall, the blonde chick, she's going to play a part in this story. Her name's evading me now. There's always one name that evades me at the start of every episode, to be honest. And yeah, she's obviously going to play a bigger part in this story, and I don't think that the Ukrainian mob boss and his cohorts are gonna just lie down now after he's gone to prison. I don't think that's the end of it. And he pretty much said as much. You know, he said he's a patient man and he can wait and wait and wait and strike Dexter when maybe he least expects it. But yeah, that's exciting. And then we have Quinn, of course, kind of getting in with the Ukrainian gang or whatever a little bit there by taking their money. So that's definitely going to cause some problems. Quinn is just such a, I don't know, man. He's such a fucking idiot sometimes, you know? Like, I really want to like him, and he seems like he has a good heart at times, but then he just completely goes back on that all the time and ruins his image, you know? So it's quite a shame. And then, of course, we have LaGuerta still looking into Dexter. Luckily, Deb is on the case as well, so she can kind of help protect Dexter, and she did with the photo in the last episode. But like I was talking about in the last episode, I mentioned, you know, how why wouldn't she just immediately assume it's Dexter? But I don't know that Dokes ever really fully told anyone about his suspicions. Like, LaGuerta, LaGuerta knew that he didn't like Dexter, and he had a massive problem with Dexter, and he was always following Dexter. So that's why my head immediately goes to, you know, why wouldn't she just immediately suspect that it's Dexter? But I guess it's been a long time since that, and then also, like, that doesn't really mean, that doesn't prove anything, but it does mean something, you know? So I feel like, I don't know, it's hard to really gauge how much that would kind of gauge your interest if this did happen to you. I don't know, like, but I feel like I'd at least be a little bit suspicious of Dexter. Like, even if I don't outright think it's him, I'd be like, maybe it's him though, because Dokes had a massive problem with him, and Dokes ended up dead, and he's not the Bay Harbor Butcher. It's like, something's wrong, you know? Like, I don't know, I feel like I'd be like trying to piece two and two together a little bit there. Am I wrong in thinking that? I don't know. I don't know. But either way, let's jump in. Let's do this thing. Season 7, Episode 6, called Do the Wrong Thing. And I'm very much excited. You can get the next bunch of episodes over on the Patreon page. We're on Season 8 on the Patreon, and we'll probably be starting up the prequel and the sequel soon. The sequel after Season 8. You know what I'm talking about, right? I can't remember what they're called now. New Blood and Resurrection, I think it is, or something like that, right? New Blood. Or no, there's New Blood, there's Old Blood, and now there's Resurrection or something. I don't even know, to be honest. It's so convoluted. I'll need to look it up. I haven't really looked up the prequel or the sequel because I don't want to get spoiled on anything. But yeah, let's do this thing. Do the wrong thing. Here we go. Who's he stalking now? Oh, of course.
Hannah McKay.
Hannah McKay, that's her name. There we go. We got it. First thing they say in the episode is her name, as if they're like calling me an idiot for not remembering it.
Since I found out, all I can think about is giving her what she deserves.
When she killed that woman, she was only 15.
That's true, actually.
Scared of Wayne, on the run.
I saw the way she touched her trophies. And when you like to kill, you don't just stop. Her husband died of a heart attack at 40. Perfect health, no family history. Seems suspicious. I know she killed her husband. I can feel it.
Well, you gotta prove it, though.
Don't you have more pressing concerns? Deborah, LaGuerta, Isaac?
Why do you think I need a kill so badly?
All right, well, he's gonna try and prove that she killed her husband, I guess.
What makes you think she'll tell you anything? Last time you saw her, you accused her of murder.
That is true.
Good point. I need a peace offering.
She's bad, though, huh? Hannah McKay is bad, I'll tell you that much.
I can't even be late without making Deb angry.
Yeah, well, no shit, that's because when you're late, you're out killing people, you know? I think if I was Deb, I'd be the same way.
No way he'll get out. Not on 3 counts of murder.
So do I. As long as Isaac's behind bars, I'll have time to deal with Hannah.
He's definitely getting out.
Look, we've all seen cases that we thought were a sure thing go south, which is why the DA wants to make sure it doesn't.
Dexter's hoping he stays behind bars for once. Usually he'd be like, oh, get him out, I'll kill him, you know?
If I want Hannah to give me the time of day, I need to show her I'm not a threat. Forget to run the blood on the victim's dress for Hannah's DNA.
Of course, Dexter already interfering with the police case after promising Deb that he wouldn't, you know?
Didn't you promise your sister you wouldn't take cases from the police?
Exactly.
Hannah has immunity.
Okay, I guess fair enough.
And what? You think he'll just show Hannah a copy of this report and she'll confess? Tell you she killed her husband?
What other choice do I have?
I mean, you have a lot of choices, I'll be honest with you. You don't... It's Dexter, what are you gonna do? Are people gonna try fucking with Isaac in here? I wouldn't recommend it, guys.
You killed 3 of our boys, smartass. You're not gonna sound so smart when you're bleeding like a stuck pig.
Oh.
Right.
Now, as a businessman, I found you have to weigh short-term gains against long-term consequences.
This guy's so badass.
I could have 100 men here within the hour should anything happen to me. Understand? We outnumber you. We outgun you. Quite frankly, we're smarter than you.
Damn.
Now, the art of any deal is negotiation.
Oh.
Have we come to terms?
No?
Yeah.
Jesus, man. This guy, Isaac, I don't know. I kind of love him. I'll be honest. If anyone was going to kill Dexter, I'd want it to be Isaac. This dude's awesome. He's a sick fuck. He's a freak, obviously. You know, he's a bad guy, but he's so badass. He has a phone in here? How's that even possible?
I've watched her for days. She never changes her schedule.
Maybe she knows you're following her, brother. Or she's killed someone.
What happened to Peter Cottontail?
Poison. Rabbits kill my plants, so I kill them.
Oh.
Remind me to never show up on your property uninvited.
Too late.
Actually, I came to apologize. It's a copy of the blood report on the bodies you helped us find.
Yeah, right.
The blood evidence was inconclusive. I realized it when I got back to my lab.
Yeah, right.
I shouldn't have accused you. I'm really sorry.
Thanks.
Is he trying to play it off like he's actually wrong, or is he just doing this like as a... Obviously he's doing it as a ploy, but he doesn't want her to know it's a ploy, I guess?
What?
You have a little...
Okay, I knew this was gonna happen. A little sexual tension between them.
Occupational hazard. I can get pretty dirty.
The way she looked at him when she said that?
Since I'm here, I could use a plant for my apartment.
Really? Any idea what you're looking for?
Just a plant, something planty.
A plant, something planty.
You live alone?
Currently, yeah. You?
Currently. I was married for a little while.
Always figured once you took flowers home, they'd already started to die.
It's kind of a morbid outlook.
Wait, who said that recently? Oh, it was when I was watching Prison Break. Yeah, I was watching Prison Break, and she was talking about how the minute you get flowers, they're already dying, and yeah, okay, it was the doctor in Prison Break. Yeah, okay. I was like, dude, was that this show? Is a different show completely? That's interesting. Okay.
So how'd he die, your husband?
Heart attack, but we really don't need to talk about it.
My wife died, too.
Oh God, that's awful.
Different from your situation, obviously.
The way he has this little fucking... I don't know if that's, like, legitimate, where he's actually, like, choking up while talking about it. I don't think so. I think he's playing that up, but... God, it's hilarious how he's, like, different from your situation, obviously, when he thinks it's the exact same.
You mind if we change the subject?
How long you've had this place?
About a year. Worked for the previous owner before that. Beverly Gray.
Did she end up dead, too?
Or is she now retired?
She passed away about a year ago.
Huh. Dead husband, dead mentor.
I'd rather not talk about it.
I wasn't going for more doom and gloom.
Seems you have a knack.
No doubt.
I should get going. I gotta get to work.
But you still haven't picked a plant.
I'll take the yellow one.
What do I owe you?
Consider it a gift.
See you around.
Pretty cool flower, actually.
Beverly Gray, the deceased mentor of Hannah McKay.
Was she found stabbed, by any chance?
Beverly's will listed Hannah as her lone beneficiary.
Oh.
But if Hannah were Beverly's heir apparent, it'd give her motive for murder. The question is Hannah responsible for her death?
Cause of death. Heart attack.
Okay, you know what? I'm starting to think. Remember we saw it, I think it was when we first met Hannah. Dexter nicked himself on one of those plants and he started to feel all weird, right? I think she's using the plants. This is like a poison ivy type of situation. She's using the plant, and one of the plants that she has like causes heart attacks or heart complications or something like that. I think that's what's going on for sure. So her husband, she poisoned him with that plant or whatever. Maybe the same thing she used on the rabbit right there, and the same she did with Beverly Gray. So yeah, I think that's what they're kind of trying to tell us here, right?
She poisons rabbits, Dexter. Doesn't mean she poisons people.
Maybe she does, though.
I know that face. Sal Price. Maybe he can tell me something about Hannah I don't already know.
Oh, okay.
Hey, was that Sal Price?
Yeah. He heard we dug up more Wayne Randall victims. He wants to update and reissue his book. He asked if he could see the case files. I said I'd have copies made.
Shit. I fudged the blood report for starters.
Oh, shit.
Was he leaving? I want to ask him to sign my book.
He went down to the coffee truck while I'm having the copies made.
Oh, God. Well, Dexter, you better bloody put in that blood report correctly.
Dexter Morgan. I'm a big fan. I was hoping maybe I could get an autograph.
He doesn't seem very friendly, does he?
Any relation to the lieutenant?
Yeah, she's my sister.
Is she single?
Look, I should warn you, since we're talking about a solved crime, I didn't really put that much time into my blood report.
That's okay. I usually have my own guy take a look. Let's just say I have a little theory that Hannah McKay deserves her own sequel.
Oh, there we go.
Does your sister date, or...?
You're writing a book about Hannah McKay. Come on, give me something. Just a teaser.
Only if you put in a good word for me with your sister.
Why is he so obsessed with Deb already? You met her once, dude.
Right out of juvie, Hannah moves into a halfway house. Seems like all's going well until she accuses some counselor of abusing her sexually. A couple of weeks later, he drops dead. Rat poisoning. Sound like a coincidence to you?
Oh, she's been poisoning people since the start. Holy shit. Well, that guy probably deserved it, but yeah, I mean, if that story is true about him sexually harassing her when she was 15 or whatever, so yeah, I mean, good on her on that one. But then she started killing innocent people, though, right?
You want the rest, read the book. Pleasure to meet you, Dexter Morgan.
All right.
Can I buy you an adult beverage as a token of my appreciation?
That sounds like a date.
Not to me. Sounds like a beautiful police lieutenant sharing an evening with a handsome crime writer. Me coming in here asking you out, you probably think I'm trying to write your story. I'm not, by the way.
My story. Is that what you're doing?
I just said I wasn't.
Well, how do I know that's not some fucked up tactic?
I'm just not really in a dating mode.
If you happen to change your mind, give me a call.
Well, now that we're kind of getting a love angle with Deb and this guy potentially, now I know he's the fucking freak. Because every guy that Deb ends up dating, weird as fuck. Except Anton. And Lundy, I guess. Lundy was a freak, but in different ways. Not a criminal kind of freak. Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry about that. Garlic for lunch.
You have coming, yeah?
George left it in my car the last time I was at the club. Figured you knew about it.
I thought you were joking when you said you were a dirty cop.
I was joking. I'm a good cop.
Now.
You're sure you didn't know about this?
If I did, I would have told you to give it back. You're giving this back, right?
I'm thinking about it.
Dude, do it!
What good is money if you're dead?
Facts. Come on. I keep trying to call her Kaja. Nadia's spitting facts to you, dude. Come on, don't be an idiot. Now, the thing is, I'm worried him giving it back is going to be seen as a fucking aggressive tactic.
I'm out for sale.
Take care of yourself.
Alright. I'm worried about that, though. Quinn's in trouble.
Price is going through my evidence at the police station.
So he's really gonna go and try and find a book and oh, this is so fucked up, dude.
Looks like Price and I share an obsession.
Poisonous beauty.
I'll have to come back to see what he has on me. Right now I have to get in and get out.
What does he have?
A blood test for Hannah's mentor, Beverly Gray. Whatever it means, I'll bet Price wrote about it.
Get out of there, dude. He always takes way too long and ends up getting in these prickly situations. He's gonna see him. He's gonna come in the door. Oh, no, he's out. Okay. Oh my god. Those bikinis are insane! Not that one. That doesn't even cover anything. You kidding me? Look at that. That's absurd. I'm sorry. Probably should blur that out because I'm going to get demonetized for that, but wow.
So have you heard from Lewis?
No. Hookers? Gross. Who does that?
Well, Angel was right about him.
Yeah.
Who does that?
So what do you think of this place?
I guess it's cute.
Because the owner's thinking about selling.
Oh, you want to buy it?
And I'm thinking about buying.
Angel, how are you gonna find the time to run a restaurant?
He's going to retire.
I could just retire.
There you go.
But this is a big decision, and we both know you're impulsive and barely enough money to pay the rent.
Yeah, she is right. Angel can be impulsive, you know.
So what's the big emergency?
You need to get me out of here as soon as humanly possible.
What happened?
Nothing. But I'd really like to avoid killing anyone in here. Have you heard from Detective Quinn?
He's out.
He gave back the money, which is weird because he's never turned down a payoff before.
Nadia.
Do not disappoint me.
I mean, that's not his fault. I would be terrified right now if I was George. Poor George Novikov. Look at that look he's giving. I would shit my pants.
Quinn, reservation for 2.
Your other party's already arrived. Right this way, Mr. Quinn.
Oh no. It ain't gonna be Nadia, is it?
Enjoy your dinner.
I knew it.
It's not it. You heard her. I will put a bullet through your motherfucking head.
Nadia's a valuable commodity. We wouldn't do that, not unless we had to.
Oh, not unless we had to add it in there, though.
What do you want from me?
I don't want shit, but Isaac Serco, he wants you to lose the blood evidence linking him to the Colombian murders. He did you a favor by taking out those Colombian scumbags. And as soon as you let him go, he'll head back to the Ukraine. You'll never hear from him again.
Don't know about that.
What happens if I don't cooperate?
Oh, I don't want to hear this part.
I'm thinking of transferring Nadia to one of our sex clubs in Dubai. She'll last a couple weeks before she slits her wrists.
Dubai's that bad?
If I do this, Nadia is a free woman. You give me her fucking passport, understand?
Deal.
Oh, damn it.
And I'll do you one better. You can even keep the cash.
Damn. Okay. Fuck. Oh no, Quinn. He's put himself in a bit of a predicament. And he's not going to be telling Nadia about it either, is he? Yeah, not much. He doesn't have much choice, really, does he? Well, if he really does care about Nadia, he doesn't have much choice.
Leave a message.
Nadia, it's Joey. Call me as soon as you get this.
Yeah, I would make sure she's safe before, you know? Otherwise, they could kill her anyway.
How was the meeting with the DA?
Fine. That's not what I wanted to talk to you about.
Uh-oh. More evidence on the Bay Harbor Butcher.
So, I started looking into open cases.
Oh, God.
A lot of homicide suspects vanish into thin air. What if the butcher took some of them out?
Oh, shit.
Did you find anything?
Maybe. Remember the Barrel Girls?
Uh-oh.
All 5 suspects, including self-help guru Jordan Chase, went missing before we could build a case against them.
There were 2 vigilante killers.
Maybe he took on an accomplice.
Oh, yep.
One of the victims who was looking for justice.
Well, she's spot on.
Wasn't the theory that Jordan Chase killed the accomplice?
Dude, you can see the look in LaGuerta's eyes, too, man. She is not letting this go. LaGuerta is balls deep into this thing. You can see the look in her eyes, like she looks like she is so determined to catch him right now. Like, oh, Lord. And she got it spot on about Lumen and Dexter being together as one.
Even if Chase killed the other 4 suspects, the butcher still could have killed Chase.
I don't think so. Jordan Chase was very high profile. That would be too risky.
It's worth looking into.
All right, Dev's trying to like calm the scent a little bit, but it ain't working.
Says here Price bribed the funeral director to get access to Beverly Gray's body before she was cremated and ran it for aconite.
Is that the one he has?
Ingesting it causes a heart attack.
Wow, that's the one he got.
Poison. You were right. It didn't show up on the autopsy.
It wouldn't have, not if they didn't know what they were looking for. Hannah said her handyman was there when Beverly was still alive. That could be worth a conversation.
Oh, God, who's that? That's Hannah.
Oh, she's showing up where I live.
Holy fuck, what's she doing here? Dexter's not gonna have the plant up either.
What are you doing here?
You picked the wrong plant.
What is it?
It's a spotted phalaenopsis. See the red on the petals? Remind you of anything?
Blood spatter. How'd you find me?
Google.
Now who's a stalker?
No doubt. That's mad weird.
I should ask her to leave. So you want to come in?
I should ask her to leave. So you want to come in? Dude, I'd be folding like Dexter too. You saw the way he was fixing his hair up? Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah, sure.
Dexter's pulled some baddies, dude. I mean, Rita was obviously the wholesome, beautiful woman, like perfect wife kind of style. And then you had Layla, whatever her fucking name was, who was just this crazy, incredibly hot British chick. And then Lumen. Yep, she's beautiful, no doubt. And then this girl, another crazy, sexy one, you know? It's like...
No, that's the bedroom. No plants in here. Not enough light.
You could open the shades.
I like the dark.
So do I.
Why is she here? What does she want?
I feel like she's here to
Now you can look at it when you wake up and when you go to bed.
Hey, Deb, what's up?
Nothing. Just that LaGuardia might have another theory that could royally fuck us.
All right, I'll meet you in 20.
I'm telling you, Dexter, LaGuardia's not just gonna forget this one.
Yep, that's what I said.
There are no loose ends? What about the person you were working with? Was she one of their victims?
If LaGuardia tracks her down, which is next to impossible, she won't incriminate herself or me.
Yep, that's Lumen. The goat.
Motherfucker.
What? You love her?
You were together.
Uh-huh.
Like a couple.
Kinda.
I remember having the thought that whoever was doing this was doing it for love.
Yeah, I do remember that. Remember Deb fucking actually was there, like, in the place with them and let them go. Or she was in that little building with them.
You had that tenant with that weird fucking name. Lumen.
Oh, God. Deb.
It doesn't matter.
It was. You moved your girlfriend into the house where Trinity murdered your wife.
Yeah.
So you could kill together.
I mean, when you put it like that, it is a little dark. But I don't think it was kind of really like that, you know?
I felt guilty about what happened to Rita. I thought that maybe if I helped Lumen, I was trying to make things right.
By murdering 5 other people.
Yeah, you saw what they did, though, Deb.
Let me worry about LaGuardia, please. You just worry about yourself. Go out, have fun, go on a date.
There you go. She's gonna go on a date with that author now.
That guy, Sal Price, he was into you.
Get out of my house.
What did I say?
Yeah. I mean, this one here, like, particularly, I'm like, you know what? Those 5 motherfuckers. As long as Lumen is involved in that, like, if it was just if it was just Dexter by himself killing them, I'd say, yeah, it's still wrong, you know? But Lumen is involved. I'm like, that's justice. Fuck those guys, dude.
I really need to kill someone.
Of course. Of course you do, Dexter.
Maybe your handyman can give me what I need to finally fix my problem. How long have you been working here?
About 10 years.
So you knew the previous owner?
Beverly Gray?
Hannah said they were close. It must have been hard on her.
Not really.
I'm sure it was, but she never let it show.
Not the emotional type, huh?
There you go.
Even when Beverly got sick, Hannah never complained. Hannah bathed her, fed her, took her to the doctors.
Which means Hannah was the only one who had the access to poison her.
Yep.
All the wildflowers are over in the southwest corner.
He's gonna go look for it.
Aconite.
Price is right. Yet again.
Beautiful and dangerous, just like Hannah.
True.
She's harvested it.
Uh-oh.
Maybe she set her sights on a new target. Who's to say she isn't after you?
Possible.
She doesn't think I'm a threat. She accepted my apology.
Don't be naive, Dexter. You think she's a killer, but not a liar?
Mm-hmm.
Dexter? Well, come on in. I'll make some coffee.
Yeah, she noticed right away where he was, though, right? I wouldn't drink that coffee if I were you, Dexter. I'll tell you that much.
Careful, it's hot.
Is he gonna drink it?
And potentially deadly.
Yeah, exactly.
Hannah, I wish I had more time, but I gotta get to work.
Can't figure out what it is that you really want. Well, then why don't you just save us both the trouble and spit it out?
I want to take you out.
Oh.
On a date?
Say yes.
That'll work.
Well, that's sweet.
That'll work. That's not what he was talking about, though. That's hilarious. He didn't technically lie, you know?
I get too attached.
Really, you don't strike me as a type.
Well, I'm not who people think I am.
So who are you?
Probably still that 15-year-old girl who ran away with Wayne Randall. The craziest part is that somehow I had myself convinced that Wayne was the only one who could give it to me. I had it in my head that he was the answer.
The answer to what question?
Now I do whatever it takes to make sure I don't lose myself like that again. But I do still wish I had gotten to see the snow.
You know I'm not Wayne, right?
I could take you to see the snow. Is that what you're gonna say?
Go out with me. Come on, I'm just gonna keep stalking you.
Fine, 1 date. But if I end up in jail...
I'll pick you up at 8.
She agrees and he just leaves immediately.
A date? Really?
Harry, the disappointment in Harry's face is so funny, dude. Oh, I love seeing stuff like that. That's great.
Nadia, it's Joey. I stopped by the club last night and you weren't there. I know I've called like 50 times. I'm just worried about you.
Wow. So they really have taken her hostage already, and they're not going to give her back until Joey does what they needed him to do, right? But he needs proof, like, obviously.
Jamie says I make bad decisions, but I have this opportunity and I'm thinking about retiring.
Holy shit. You're retiring?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just considering my options.
Can we talk later? I got shit to do.
Damn. Okay, Quinn.
Hey, LT, do you know angels think about retiring?
Masuka,
Is that true?
I want to buy a restaurant.
Okay.
Studies show that men who retire are usually dead in 5 years. It's a fact. Look it up.
Dude, okay, chill out, Masuka.
Is this about Mike Anderson's murder? 'Cause we've been through this.
I think I'm burnt out, Dad. I'm so focused on work that I forgot to have a life.
Yeah.
But the idea of buying this restaurant actually makes me happy.
Well, then you should do it.
Doesn't sound crazy at all.
I would love for Angel to retire and have a happy life, man. He deserves it. I would love that. I just don't see that happening yet, at least. And kind of have him as a recurring character then in some aspects or something. I don't know. That'd be great. Who's he calling? Oh,
Sal. Hey,
Sal. Okay.
It's Deborah Morgan from...
With the potty mouth, of course.
Are you still up for that drink?
I don't know. This guy's weird, though.
Case number?
98760.
Aw, man. Here we go. This is sad. What if they've killed Nadia already, man? You know? Yeah, you can tell he's really not... He really doesn't want to do this.
When I quit drinking, I picked up smoking. When I quit smoking, I picked up chewing on things.
Yeah, I do it.
So what are you working on right now? You're updating your book, right?
I probably shouldn't tell you about.
Why? Is it a secret?
Oh God, he's gonna tell her about Hannah McKay, and she's gonna realize that Dexter's lying, right?
You're the lieutenant of homicide, and usually when I tell cops about my theories, they tell me to go fuck myself.
Come on, don't be a cop tease.
Cop tease is crazy.
You know all that stuff in my first book about Hannah McKay being this innocent young girl? Well, I think it's bogus.
Uh-oh.
I think Hannah killed her first victim, right along with Wayne.
If that's true, we're totally fucked. We gave her immunity.
It's true. I have evidence to back it up. It's in my bag right now. Why'd you want to see it?
Price, you have to show it to me. I'm the lieutenant of homicide.
Look at you, like a dog with a bone.
If you show it to me, I'll totally make out with you.
Oh, damn. Okay, Deb.
Best first date ever.
I've seen those. Dexter said the evidence was inconclusive.
My blood guy disagreed. My guy said the void pattern on this body indicates a killer much smaller than Wayne Randall.
There you go. Dexter lied to her.
Smaller like Hannah McKay?
Yep. There you go.
You gotta be kidding me.
I don't think he's kidding you. Oh, no. Is he planning on killing her here? This is psychotic.
I thought this place was closed for the season.
It is. How do you feel about a little breaking and entering?
Okay. This poor woman. Well, I'm not gonna say poor woman. She's a murderer, but still.
All of us have some kind of longing, a need crying out to be met.
He hasn't got really inconclusive evidence yet. I guess he has, actually. Holding hands. What's inside that picnic basket, Dexter? I'm guessing it isn't food.
What is this place?
Wow. Okay, Dexter, he really went big.
Some of us get what we want, and we're happy.
The snow.
Well, at least he's given her a good farewell, you know?
I thought maybe if you saw it, you could finally get some peace.
Thank you.
I'm starting to feel bad for her.
But
Bye-bye.
some of us are never satisfied.
Jesus. Oh, Lord.
When I said I wanted to take you out, this is what I meant. You said you wanted to see the snow. This is what keeps me up at night.
Look at his face. He's looking crazy right now.
This is what I need to fill my emptiness.
Jesus. She doesn't look scared at all, really.
Do what you gotta do.
Yep. Are they gonna have sex now? Yep. This is mad weird. On the kill table is crazy. What am I watching? What am I watching, dude? Holy weirdness. Kind of turned me on, though. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoy the content and you want to see more. We'll be back with episode 7 called Chemistry soon, so I assume they're going to start working together now in some weird, creepy, twisted way. But thank you so much for the support. Deb is going to think now as well that he was protecting her because he's in a relationship and trying to bang her as well. Oh, Lord. Anyway, you can get the next bunch of episodes over on the Patreon page. You can sign up as a free member and get access to episode 7 right now as well. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Peace out, friends.